How's it going, everyone? And welcome back to Continues to Tick. At this part, normally in my videos, I usually begin by telling you something along the lines of how crazy it is that time has passed us so quickly, such as noting we're officially in the latter half of the year of 2021. Maybe even mentioning something that may spark a deeper thought into the utilization of time, or the importance of using it wisely. Well, I'd figure I'd do something differently this week. I did miss the 30K portfolio size this last week by literally $3.59. And well, in order to not cheat you out of a true 30K portfolio review, I'd figure to save that once it's actually crossed. So coinciding with truthfulness, transparency, honesty, how about we do something a little differently here? Let's try this out instead. How about let's cue some music? There we go. Okay. Wait, how about some visuals as well? There you go. You gotta have the visuals. Might as well, right? Okay. An interesting feel or turn this has taken, I'll admit, but hear me out. I've been investing into a straight dividend portfolio for nearly a year now. A year will be on July 20th. And now I will say, wow, for time passing. Ultimately, I started this portfolio with the idea of reaching financial freedom. Then later it morphed into hopefully assisting me with the reaching of financial freedom. And now here I am realizing today that the financial freedom I sought after will take likely even longer than I thought, even after making these adjustments, at least on my present financial trajectory. I thought to myself how much happier I'd be by having more time on my hands, no longer needing to work because I have to, but rather by choice. Having the option to do what it is I wish to do, either by myself or definitely for those I love. Well, I'm realizing more and more this road is a long one. And although I've begun, and nearly a year into this journey now, via the route of primarily dividend investing, the honest truth is that I'm not that much closer ultimately to reaching this goal than I was when I initially started a year ago. At least not to my standards or level of financial comfort I envision. And no, I don't need a Bugatti Veyron, nor do I need to take weekly Airbnb trips. And sure, I can run away to Alaska, live into the wild, burn all my money, and start today after I upload this video. What a great movie that was, am I right? But on a more serious note, what I mean is, my current dividends or financial investments don't currently provide me with enough money to live on, with others dependent on me, or even alone. And this is with making a noticeable amount currently as a registered nurse, and investing plus saving nearly 60% of my income at this moment. You see, I started this journey with the belief that reaching financial freedom would make me happier, maybe happier, allowing me time to be more involved in the experiences of living on this earth and life, without the added regulations or guidelines that are easy to conform to in today's society, which all have been normalized to this point. Many of us end up feeling like worker bees, ultimately, and on a daily basis. And if you've ever been in a nursing home, you'll notice that age, although beautiful, will arrive, and with it, no more further opportunities. I'm guessing this is where the stereotype of the rat race comes from. You work indefinitely for the cheese until you absolutely can't anymore. Now, I'm not saying in this life, in the rat race, it won't keep us content. It may. It should be, right now. But together I'm sure we can rationalize the idea of what financial freedom may bring us, and through that, see the ability for more happiness. Who wouldn't want a financial pillow so fluffy it never needed to be replaced? The idea sounds great, the end goal sounds amazing, but it's long, and through dividend investing, it is quite long. I started this with the idea that reaching financial freedom will instantaneously bring me what I wanted more in life, which is time. And theoretically it will. or it should. A fear of mine remains, waiting till financial freedom to do what I want, to be happier or more content than I am now, realizing potentially at a point too late in life, it wasn't until I retire that I truly got to bear the fruits of my lifelong labor. And life's too short. However, life may become longer than we even imagine. Life's a game of rolling the dice at birth and not truly knowing how it plays out. You can be gone today or outlive your children. I'm realizing now that today I'm content. I should be. Today I have enough, and because of that I am happy. But seeing this, feeling this, is a challenge every single day, as my day-to-day can become rather mundane, blurry, every day feeling like the next, tomorrow no different than today. And so far I've began to notice that life's biggest decisions often appear as a double-edged sword, without a real handle. And because of that, I constantly remain confused. Over this last year of beginning my financial freedom journey, I'm beginning to see that this goal can be attained, but it's easiest seen as a lifelong goal, such as a path, a lane on the roadway, a direction. I hope to reach it someday, but I cannot wait for it to feel what I want to feel in this life. I need to create that now, and as I go along. If not, I'll despise it until I get there. I may even give up before I get there. Maybe even go ahead and splurge and custom order a Ford Bronco. I got you there. No, come on now. I drive my 2001 Toyota Camry that rattles until the wheels completely fall off. And hopefully without me in it, of course. But seriously though, my point to this all is that this is all confusing. Don't give up on your financial goals. There are multiple lanes to get to our destinations. And considering how much thought we put into it, we'll get there. Just understand the scariest part about this all may potentially remain as the search for the infinite level of contentment that may not arrive simply because of financial freedom. That ultimately may be something we have to find along the way, an ongoing battle within ourselves, for sure. And with that said, let's wrap up this week's video and go into our portfolio review for this week. So here we are this week in Jesse's cash flow portfolio, $3.59 short from the 30K mark. We started this portfolio on July 20th of the year 2020, and here we are as you see this video. If you watch it on the date of my upload, it'll be July 5th. So we're actually approaching the 1 year mark of the portfolio, and it's really nice to see that here we are approaching that mark. We currently sit at $29,996 for the portfolio, with a total return of 34.68%. And this equates to a total portfolio gain here, according to M1 Finance, of $4,350.10. And of this earned dividends, it says it's $450, which is nice. That's almost a whole entire weekly deposit for me, up to this point, of $500. And with this is included the market gain of $3,899. And one nice thing to know is we currently sit with a cash balance of $21. So technically, we do have a 30K portfolio size at the moment. As you can see over this last week, we had an okay week. We had a total return of 0.61%, which equated to $182.27 gain. Of this, $22 was from earned dividends and $159 from just market gain alone. And if we just take a quick dip down below, overall we had the green lawn, but we had a couple in the red here, such as real estate, consumer staples, utilities, my ETF, and energy sector. And if we go back to the all-time view, just to take a quick note here, surprisingly tech is actually our biggest return. And for tech, I hold about 10% of this sector in my portfolio. To take a look at our dividend payouts, here we are starting on June 30th, getting paid $5.18 from DLR. And then from PepsiCo, getting paid $4.40. So about almost $10 here just from 2 dividend payouts. And ultimately, that's what it's all about here. Here we are also on June 30th, with our $500 weekly deposit, just like we always do. It's part of our portfolio strategy. And as you can see here, we had a $16.70 snowball. And that's a rather noticeable amount. And definitely nothing bad for me to say about that. And as you can see here on July 1st, we got paid $5.85 from CTBI. And then MDU, we got paid $2.29. NVIDIA, and maybe in my 30K portfolio review, I'll talk a little bit more about NVIDIA. Because this one's been an interesting one that I've been holding in my portfolio. Very, very interesting. But they gave a dividend payout of 22 cents. And here we are, lastly, with UGI getting paid $2.72. So that's going to be it for this week's video. Do remember what you started this all for. I'm approaching the 1-year mark of this portfolio. And here we are now in the latter half of the year. You just got to continue to utilize that time. Stick with the game plan. And it's a long road. And it's hard to know exactly what the outcome will be. And sure, I believe that financial freedom will make me happier. But it does challenge me every day to be content and be happy today. Because tomorrow isn't guaranteed. And even less guaranteed is reaching financial freedom and feeling what I expect or believe or hope to feel when I get there. I have to try to feel that today. And in hindsight, an overview, where I've been, where I am today, what I'm doing, it's enough. There's a couple good things about where we are at the moment. And I think it's definitely something from time to time that's nice to reflect on and hang your hat on. And with that being said, we've made it through 7 days. We can make it through another 7 days. And until next week's video, as always, take care. And I'll see you then.